Well, good evening. It is day two for my vlog. I am Aya Eneli, running for the Killeen ISD Board of Trustee, place 4 position. And it's been an awesome day. I promise that as much as I can, each day I'm going to just try and record and share a little bit about what this process is like for someone who's new to this whole electoral process, from a candidate perspective. So this has been a day of really putting foundations down, figuring out the strategy, starting to build a team, making decisions about budget and what items to purchase and how that material is going to be used, who we want to target. And it's always, obviously you would love to reach out to every single person, but unless you have an unlimited budget and unlimited time and a lot of campaign workers, volunteers on your campaign, you have to make certain strategic decisions as to where you're going to spend the bulk of your time, energy, resources, all of that. So in putting this infrastructure together, today has not been a day of being out a lot and trying to meet new people, but thanks to Mark Zuckerberg and the rest of the social media whiz kids and whiz men and women out there, I've actually gotten a lot accomplished, even as I was working with, you know, um, the figures and figuring out what vendors we were going to use to get our items. And so I'm excited to announce that the Elect Aya Eneli Facebook page has exceeded 400 likes. We just got that page uploaded and published yesterday. It seems like it's been so much longer. And for that reason, this has also been a period for me to really reflect on how special so many of you are, all of you are, and to just stay in a place of gratitude. Nobody had to like the page. Certainly no one had to comment on the page. No one had to share the page. No one had to call up family and friends and say, donate to this campaign. It is so worth it. No one had to call and say, I want to be on the prayer team for your campaign. I know that you're going to be great for our community and for our kids. And it brings to mind a comment that someone who had encouraged me to run for this position had made when the person spoke with me and said, I really think you'd be great for this. And I said, I've thought about it, but I'm not really sure that I want to get into that. I like my quiet life. I like making a difference without the fanfare. I like being able to really focus on my family and on the things that I believe God has called me to do. And I don't know that I want the drama. And of course, as I was saying this, I was hearing this song that's been on the radio station, the Christian radio station, quite a bit where I am. I don't even know who sang the song, but basically in the song, the person is saying, I was, screaming at God and asking him, where are you with all the bad things that are happening in the world, the sex trafficking and just all the pain and misery. And what are you going to do about it? And God's response was, I created you. In other words, he created me to make a difference. He created you to make a difference. And so when I was kind of voicing my objections or my concerns about, running for this race, running this race, that person said, I think you'll be surprised by the amount of support that you have out in the community. And was that person ever right? Just you guys have blown me away, absolutely blown me away. And I know it's not me. I know it is the hope that you have for what can be. I know that it's about your aspirations and your dreams for your children, for your grandchildren, for the children in your neighborhood, and for this community. I know that you see me as someone who's a person of integrity and a person who has experience and skills, not just to be a loving and nice person, but to actually bring about the innovations that we need to see the success rates that we know our children are capable of. And so I'm excited at embracing this opportunity, and certainly embracing the hope and the belief that so many of you are expressing to me. And I thank you very much for the outpouring of support for our youth. You know, we like to, in the media, talk about how apathetic people are and voter apathy. And I think that people are in for a rude awakening, or maybe a pleasant awakening, that we are not really as apathetic as it may appear. We just need to be inspired. And that brings me to another point that I want to make is just again really thinking about what this campaign means. And I'm so clear that it is so much more than an election for to become a board of trustee on the Killeen ISD board. It really is about hope. It is about empowering people. It is about encouraging people to go for their dreams, however wild and improbable they may seem initially, but to just really push forward to be the best they can be in everything. And that's exactly what we're going to focus on in this campaign for our children, for our educators, for our community members, for all the stakeholders. This is about us as a community being the best we can be, and for that to be our mantra. You know, my children often ask me, you know, do you think this project I've worked on is worthy of an A? And I'll say, you know what? As long as you have given it your best, that's what counts. And that brings me to yet another point. Something behind the scenes is interesting. My graphic designer, a great friend who had also encouraged me way before this year to consider running for office, had asked for some pictures that we could use as we develop our social media sites. And can I just be honest with you? I was going through all these pictures. I've done a lot in this community and in other communities, actually in other countries even. And a curious thing, well, I realized something, and that was that I tended to repeat quite a few of my outfits. You know, when you travel and you're not always in the same place, I just have some favorite things. I'm not great on shopping. I'm not a big shopper. And I just recycle them. And I actually have clothes that are 20 years old. I kind of buy timeless pieces for the most part. And so, you know, when you set a goal, people are usually so focused on the goal and achieving that goal. But one of the things I teach as a life coach is that it's not just attaining that goal, it's actually who you become in the process. Because anytime you want to go from point A to point B, you are going to have to transform, and you're going to have to grow to become the kind of person who can have that point B life, who can have the point B achievements. You can't remain a point A person and have point B achievements. And so one of the things that has already happened in this campaign is, guess what? I have to go and add to my wardrobe. I actually have to upgrade. You know, like get a purse that isn't 20 years old and has a whole bunch of kid snacks and some other things stuck to the bottom. And so it's exciting. But it just reinforces for me that as I run this race to earn your vote and to be elected as the new Killeen ISD Board of Trustee, I am going to evolve through this process. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what my vlog is going to look like and sound like 69 days from today, by May 10th versus today on March 1st, to see just how I've evolved and how I've grown. And I'm glad that you're along for the journey. I encourage you to leave me comments, tell me what resonates with you. I certainly encourage you to ask me questions and to share with me your great ideas, your concerns, your dreams, your frustrations regarding the educational system right now in Killeen ISD. So thank you so much for taking this time out of your life to listen to me. And I look forward to your feedback. And I certainly look forward to earning your vote for Killeen ISD Board, Place 4. Thanks and good night.